Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Memento Mori. Oh, Jesus Christ, this has... If you guys understood the level of headache I've gone through to get this game working properly to where I could capture it again. Oh, God. I remember why I hated this game. Anyways, we're gonna play Memento Mori one more time for this channel. I did it originally as like one video on my channel, and then I think the rest of it was all a website exclusive on my website back in the day, rezowalkthroughs.com. And that was cool. This was such an interesting thing to do. So, without any further delay, everybody, let's jump in and begin this game and see where we end up at the end. Now, if I recall, I think I got the best ending last time. I distinctly remember that because I'm pretty sure one of the characters didn't jump out a window at the end, which is probably good. Anyways, let's go.
Every sad story has got its beginning, its time and place, its tragic characters and its puppet masters. Our story began with a phone call.
Alright, so for those of you who've never seen this game before, Memento Mori is a point-and-click adventure. And I won't even say it's particularly a great one. But it is a game, and boy oh boy, it is an experience to behold. So let's pick up the phone.
A home phone with a message recorder can be useful. The time when I would give my cell phone number just about to anybody is long gone. Too bad I didn't get the idea sooner.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You've got one new message.
Ostankovich here. Call me immediately. I repeat, immediately. As soon as you get this message. And Svetlova, get ready to give me a clever explanation for why your cell phone is off all the time. Use your cell phone so that we don't have to go through the identification procedure.
Sergei Vasily Ostankovich, colonel of Russian militia. My former boss at Department 12, art forgery and theft, before I transferred to Interpol. Certainly a man with no sense of humor. Quite clearly in top form again. And the fact he's getting in touch with me here in Lyon doesn't imply anything good. I really have to find my cell phone and call Ostankovich immediately.
Alright, so... I guess we gotta figure out how we're gonna give this dude a call. So let's check out the notice board.
Some private notes and newspaper articles. Well, this was a good one. Van Klept was a broker in forgeries. Don't think we care about your police badge. Try poking your curious nose where you shouldn't one more time and... Nice, eh? Van Klept wasn't very pleased when we confiscated $6 million worth of stolen paintings. I dropped into your old department and the colonel told me that he's heard good things about you from Leon. I'm proud of you, girl. When I see you again, you must tell me all about it, Dad. We never had the opportunity to have that chat.
All right, so let's continue looking around, shall we? I remember this threw me off so much when I first played this game that the wardrobe was down here with her. Because this seems like the downstairs. You wouldn't expect your wardrobe to be downstairs in your living room. I mean, I don't know. I'm in America. We don't usually do that.
Even though you're off to see the big wide world, try to remember occasionally whose fruits you stole from the fridge in the lab. And don't let yourself fall for any French men. Russian men are the best. Good luck, Sergei. The rest is not worth mentioning.
I can't imagine it would be. Why is the bin able to be looked into?
When I feel like writing, I need a waste paper basket near me. It's where most of my notes end up. And it hides the ugly socket.
Oh, fair enough. Let's head over to the CD cover, I guess.
An empty CD cover. I wonder what I can use it for.
Yeah, me too. Ah, charger.
The charger will come in handy. These days I charge the phone more frequently than I use it to make calls. The battery is finished.
Hey, what's this? Looks like I got a permanent pen.
A permanent pen can always be put to use.
Alright, so we got the permanent pen. We also have a CD here. Just slip that right into my pocket.
I have to give it back to Muriel, or I'll have one less friend. That means none.
You know, the game really tries its best to try to make you think that Laura is somehow unable to have friends. But this doesn't sound like she's an unlikable person. It sounds like she's just forgetful. Anyways, we're going to take the CD and combine it with the CD cover. Boom. Now we have a CD in the cover. Very unique there, game.
The computer crashed a few days ago. Now it won't boot. But why have it repaired? I have a computer at the office, and I'm there most of the time.
Not to mention this thing runs on Windows 3.1, and that shit is slow. What's the television?
From the scene near DeWitt Clinton Park, the man was identified as Anatoly Abramchikov, a Russian scientist lecturing at a scientific symposium in New York. Police are investigating the case, but so far no signs of violence have been found. In the next item, we'll be talking to Professor Yulia Chenkov, great work friend and colleague of Anatoly Abramchikov's. He'll be on the line from Moscow.
Oh my lord, Abramchikov. That Abramchikov dead? I talked to him a few times when I was in Petersburg. He was going to lecture here on his new analysis method in 2 weeks. This is a really bad day.
Alright, so that went over well. But if you guys watched the little bit I uploaded, the opening bit for the game, that is very important. Turns out that opening little cinematic reel that you don't see when you actually press new game, that you see as the opening when you boot the game up.
This box holds my nightmares. Unpaid bills, reminders, as if the paperwork at the Interpol wasn't enough.
Yeah, that opening bit has a lot of context for like the rest of the game. You wouldn't know it, because again, you wouldn't think you'd need it because it plays in the opening crawl and not at the point when you start the game.
Hard to say what it actually is. However, it's a gift, it's fashionable. I guess it's really expensive.
That seems like a fair enough guess. As when I last played this, I really, for whatever reason, thought you could go upstairs, but you're not supposed to. In fact, one of the more ridiculous parts about this game was the fact that the phone, which as you could tell we have the charger for, is actually in her jacket pocket.
That's where my cell phone is. My cell phone. Sadly, only with a few contacts saved. Doesn't matter anyhow. Most people I have to contact are colleagues at work, and I can reach them over the office phone line. And of course my cell phone is flat again. Oh, damn it. The battery is really no good. How am I to work without a proper phone?
No idea, honestly. Well, that's all we can do here, surprisingly enough. We're just gonna leave, so let's head out.
Leon, my current residence. I haven't seen it at all yet. Most of my time is eaten up by work, and to make things worse, Ostankovich calls.
So I guess we're heading to Interpol. Alright. What's up,
Really?
fellas?
He jokes all the time. Hi, long time no see, Damien. Have you been on holiday?
Nothing escapes you. I was on the Canary Islands for a week. Very touristy, but at least it was warm. I would go again right now.
I was wondering, do you happen to know Muriel? Petite, dark-haired. She works here at the telephone exchange.
I haven't even noticed anyone like that here.
Hold on. Doesn't she mean the one who comes here for her cigarette break?
Come on, she looks totally different. Why are you asking anyway?
She went on holiday at the same time you did, and she was in the Canary Islands as well. She wouldn't tell me who she was going with, so I was thinking that maybe, by pure coincidence, you met there?
No, I can't remember her. I haven't seen her around.
Well, how could you, when you say that you don't even know what she looks like?
Well, Remy, have the Germans arrived? Excuse me, miss, but we are expecting a delegation from Bonn.
Germans? Are they really supposed to come today?
Yes, of course. I'll explain it to you straight away. So, chatting about the girl working at the telephone exchange has to wait. I'm sorry.
Sure, Damien. Of course.
Fantastic. Riveting stuff, guys. Riveting. Very, very good. Very riveting. Ah, vending machine.
There are two things that keep me awake during a long night working overtime. Sugar and chocolate bars.
I can relate.
Without a single scrap of paper. Security checks everything all the time because of possible attacks.
Alright. So at this point, we have to actually go to our office, believe it or not, as I'm pretty sure that's what's necessary for us to continue the game. You can actually do stuff slightly out of order, but if you do, you kind of have to leave the area, then come back. The game does have a very particular order it wants you to do things in.
I should call Ostankovich immediately. He makes people's lives unpleasant when things don't go his way.
Alright, well, let's plug in our charger. I do like the detail that she has to, like, keep the plug held up. That's just something that you just don't expect the game to actually go through the trouble of animating. Anyways, we'll take the charger and connect it with the phone.
We'll see what that terrible battery can hold. Well, the phone could be at least partially charged now. Well, the phone should be at least partially charged now.
Yeah, I got that part, thanks. Let's grab the cell phone.
The battery is the same piece of junk as before, but it might just last a few phone calls.
Possibly. You might get lucky. So let's pull out the cell phone, and we're gonna go boop, 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 boop. Ostankovich, let's go.
Finally. You must have time on your hands in Leon. Why let the ringing of a bother you, right?
The guys in the technical department of Interpol, especially Jennings, are unfortunately unable to repair my cell phone at the moment. Normally I'm accessible all the time, of course. What happened?
Everything I tell you now is strictly confidential. It stays between you and me. No colleagues, no departmental memos, no recordings, nothing. Do we understand each other?
Well, if it's nothing illegal.
Don't make me angry, Svetlov, but this matter is too serious. Last night, the security system in the St. Petersburg State Hermitage Museum was out of order for several minutes. Fortunately, the outer perimeter remained functional, and its cameras didn't record anything unusual.
That's a nuisance. But if nobody entered the museum, then nothing could be taken either, could it?
I personally examined the place. I initial impression was that nothing significant was missing. But I've got a feeling that something is. No one could give me a good explanation as to how both the main and backup security circuits stopped working at the same time.
If everything is in its place, then it could only mean something's been exchanged for a fake. However, there is nothing on the auto cameras, so the culprit and what he stole would have to still be in the museum. How about a thorough search of the place?
Are you mad? Do you understand what a scandal it would be? A week after they were praising me in the press for my fine work, front page in our most popular daily, and with me about to be awarded the Medal of Honor. No, we must keep it secret. We must find out whether something has really happened, without an official investigation. That means I want to have Max Durand here in St. Petersburg as soon as possible.
But how can he help you there? If you can't even support him officially, he won't be able to do anything.
Listen to me closely. Sure, you're working for Interpol now and no longer for Department 12, so I'm no longer your superior. But I still have enough influence to have you lose your job. You better not forget the interests of your motherland take all precedence. Therefore, be so kind and don't question my decision. Get Durand for me, and if he's hesitant, tell him that I have his file on my table. I can still change my mind about our mutual cooperation. Remind him I could have him arrested and locked up for a very long time. Not to mention that sometimes terrible accidents can happen in prison.
Damn, the battery's flat. Now of all times.
You gotta love the fact that our
I
superior
wonder
is an
how they got the
absolute
technical
dickhead.
department when I whacked their heads with that junk of a battery. God knows when I sent the application for a new one. Damn it. Ostankovich will go ballistic if I don't get Max. Without a working cell phone, I must try to contact him from my office.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll go use the computer. Looks like I got some messages here.
Max
Lectures.
has cancelled more meetings than I can count. Right now he's busy working for the University of Toulouse. Next time, it might be Paris. It seems I'm standing in for Pierre again. I should get it done as soon as possible, or the boss...
So all this really tells you is that he has a piece of art that they're fairly sure is a fake. They don't, but he's not able to run. There's no one else here able to run the equipment, so he needs someone to at least spot some inconsistencies with the painting. And you have to make sure you spot at least 3 highlighted with permanent marker, and you can leave it with him. Thing is, though, you're only going off of a photo of said painting, so yeah, that's a problem. Okay. So it looks like if you have a problem with your PC, you need to go through the official channels and do not call them, because that holds up their service. And this is about Professor Bronchikov, who we saw on the news and who we saw at the beginning of the game. Yeah, he died of some weird circumstances. So really, the only one here worth looking at is Durand. Professor of French, suspected of art forgery and sales, caught by Russian militia while trying to sell a forged painting to the St. Petersburg Hermitage. Due to the loss of proof material, released from custody at the command of Colonel Ostankovich. Basically, he's a slave. Basically, for all intents and purposes. So we need to go get a hold of somebody about finding Max. So it'd probably be the switchboard where Muriel works. So 302.
Telephone exchange, how can I help you?
Hi, Muriel. This is Lara. Have you got a minute?
Sure. It's busy today, but of course I'm here for my friends. Anything new?
Not much. Look, I need something. Get me through to someone.
That's what I'm here for.
But it isn't one of us. Also, it's not an official matter. It's Max Durand, a friend of mine. He is lecturing at the Toulouse University at the moment.
Typical. Of course, when I want something from you, you just ignore me.
You think I'd forget my best friend? I've got the CD with me. You know what? I'll send someone to you with it.
Lara, you never change. That's what you said last time. I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone has just come in.
Alright, well, we also need to contact someone about getting our phone looked at. So, I think it's Jennings?
Security. So far, I haven't had the pleasure of calling them. Jennings, the technician responsible for our equipment. An arrogant loafer.
So his number is 513.
Technical department, Jennings speaking.
Svetlova, SWOA. I need a new cell phone battery.
Well, if it goes that flat, try to survive a few more days. Some new phones should be arriving shortly.
It doesn't go flat quickly. It doesn't work at all. How am I to do anything with a phone that's no good?
Do you know how much I have on my plate right now? And you're bothering me about a battery for your phone?
Fine, but if somebody can't find me when they need me and something goes wrong, I'll make sure the department knows whose fault it is. Do we understand each other?
Okay, then. Just stay calm. If it's really that urgent, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. I'm just completing the issue slip now. We don't have to argue or send complaints, do we?
Look, I just have to do some urgent work for your friend Pierre in the lab. If the new battery isn't on my desk by the time I'm finished, I'll immediately lodge a complaint. Goodbye.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm told to look at the notice board. Not entirely sure why.
A short review of a book written by my ex-boyfriend. I don't know why I haven't thrown it away. I mustn't forget Muriel's CD. Which, according to Charlotte Renier, the head of the art theft department, were the result of strenuous effort of her subordinates and herself. That part always makes me laugh. I worked on that case alone.
Hey man, some of our best work is the shit we do by ourselves.
A journalist approached Muriel in the street and asked her what she thought about adding new member states to the European Union. Her response was not exactly breathtaking. It hangs here just to make her happy. This is a description of a successful operation. Paintings worth almost $3 million were recovered and 3 wise guys are awaiting trial. Interpol spokeswoman announced a week ago that the paintings recovered, but it now looks like she was mistaken. There has been no response to our recent inquiries. I enjoy success, but remembering mistakes and not repeating them is more important to me. And this was one of my bigger mistakes.
Ooh.
A dull report assessing work effectiveness in our department. Renier insists that everybody reads them regularly.
Oh, he's one of those people. Got it.
This one is about a theft in Madrid. I could have gotten the paintings back if I hadn't made one stupid mistake. I put it up here to remind me not to do that again.
Well, that's everything. Well, at this point, I guess we gotta go down to the library, don't we? Or not the library, the laboratory. Look into that whole matter of being able to, fix the, being able to find those differences. So, downwards the laboratory, everybody. Let's go see what this place has for us. I remember this puzzle. This one took me a while the first time I played the game for you guys.
But what's that? Someone's finally coming to do Monsieur Bouillet's work. But it's just not him.
He asked me to help as a friend. That's how things are in life. But you wouldn't understand that, Demer. You'd have to have friends first.
Friends? Oh, right. You mean those people who keep telling you things you don't care about and then make you do their work? No, I really don't have friends. Oh, God, how could I have missed so much all my life?
Wow. You are a truly, truly, truly fucking wonderful person. You know that? Truly someone I would love to spend time with. No, not really. Look, I'm just going to get this done and leave, alright, dickhead? Damn. So apparently only finding 2 will actually fuck this puzzle up. I don't want to fuck this puzzle. If I'm going to fuck something up, I'd rather fuck something up that's going to be worth my time. So we got to find the picture that's relevant to what we need. Ah, this. So let's see here.
If this is a forgery, then there must be things that differ from the original. I should mark them somehow.
Yeah, we're gonna need the pen though.
Now I've got everything I need. Let's get the job done. The job which Pierre was to do, of course, and which, as usual, I have to do.
Oh. Let's see here. So it's... Yeah, it's you. If you guys look at that fish, you can see it has something in its mouth, whereas this one down here, where my pen is, does not. It's you. If you guys look over here, you'll see that this opening where the window is super fucking large. It shouldn't be, but it is. So it's clearly this right here. And then it should be around... Yeah, this doesn't seem 100% right, does it? Pretty sure that's not correct. But it seems to be roughly... Oh, no. It's the white thing. It's like right here. This looks entirely different. So it's here.
So many mistakes. I should tell Pierre.
Oh, we're not done, bitch. We are not. Should be right about here. And then supposedly, like... Oh. Yeah, this is totally off. The perspective is way wrong.
So many mistakes? The forger couldn't have been serious. I should check it again.
There we go.
So many mistakes?
Actually, one sec. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to wipe off all the mistakes. God damn it. Now I got to do all this shit again. Ugh. You.
So many mistakes.
Yeah.
I should tell Pierre. Right. This should be enough. It's obviously a fake, perhaps even a joke. I should write Pierre the email to let him know it's done.
Yeah, probably. That puzzle is actually not very easy. I already kind of had it open and ready to solve it because I'm not... Look, I've beaten this game fairly once. I'm not going to try to go through this a second time trying to not do this, trying to not do this. There's only a few puzzles in this game I've ever actually sat myself down to solve, and they were some of the later ones, but that's because those were, like, super duper creative. Some of this, a lot of point-and-click games aren't really creative in puzzles. They're just sort of like, pick up a fuck ton of items and hope to God you figure it out. So here's one of those cases to where if you do things out of order, the phone battery won't be here when you get back. In fact, the first time I tried to record this, I went down to the lab, did that, came back, called him, and then I realized I had to leave and come back to get the phone battery. But I want to know what the message says.
Here's the new battery for your phone. Keep the old one if you like. Signed by Jennings. See? Where there's a will, there's a way.
Cool. So now we're going to pick up the cell phone battery.
A cell phone battery. I can't believe it turned up.
Like you said, where there's a will, there's a way. So by right-clicking, we're going to bring out our phone.
Dead now. I really can't make phone calls.
We're going to flip the phone on its back. We're going to take out the old battery. And then we're going to take the new battery and we're going to pop that bitch in there. Boom.
Seems I should check my email inbox.
So let's head over here and check our computer and check our email, shall we? We also do need to write an email as well, late reaction. I'm terribly sorry that I couldn't respond to the email you sent on Tuesday regarding the translation. I had a week off, and I basically spent the whole time with my brother's family. He lives in a remote village, and he is non-friendly terms with the internet. It was great to talk in Spanish for a while, and unfortunately in Portuguese as well. I think I told you about his wife. Anyway, if you still need the translation, send the text to me. I'm back now, and you know I'd do anything for you, more or less. Aw, how cute. Alright. Yeah. Well, that wraps up our time here. So our last thing that we need to do before we can continue the game is we need to actually drop off the CD to that lovely security guard who had a little romantic getaway with Muriel. Since, we promised her we'd get her CD back. And it'd probably be wise of me to actually go get her CD back for her. Alright, Damien. Here is the CD. Please give it to your girlfriend for me so I don't get yelled at.
Damien, I need a favor from you.
Of course, Miss Svedlova.
I've got a CD here for my friend Muriel from the telephone exchange. I think you know who I mean. Could you give it to her the next time you see her?
Well, I finish work before she does.
Something tells me you might meet later, after work.
No. Someone's hiding something from old friends.
But Rene, don't be foolish. Miss Svedlova, if you're hinting that Muriel and I, you know how such things are viewed at work. Relationships between co-workers are frowned upon.
I don't really care.
I'm not hinting at anything, but it's a small world. Perhaps you'll meet by chance.
Oh, that'd be a real coincidence, wouldn't it?
Well, theoretically, it's possible. If I happen to see her, I'll pass it on to her.
Thanks, Damien. See you, Remy.
Alright. So that's technically it, right? Oh! Wait, we gotta go back. I gotta go back into the office. I just chose to do that now because that made the most sense. So let's go back to our office. We gotta call up Muriel about getting a hold of Max. Because we asked her for that favor, and I'm pretty sure at this point I'm supposed to follow up on that. That seems like something I should be following up on. Alright, 302.
Telephone exchange, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Lara. I left a CD with someone you might meet at work, by sheer chance.
You are a terrible snoop. How did you find out?
I've got eyes, Muriel. Will you get me Duran's number now?
Hey, who do you think I am? I started looking for him as soon as you called me. He's waiting on the line, but he doesn't sound very enthusiastic.
You're amazing. Let me speak to him, please.
Well, what's going on? Is this some kind of a joke? You pulled me out of a lecture. You know how long I waited for this chance. Do you know that if things go well, this could be regular for me?
Max, Ostankovich called. You've got to fly to Petersburg.
Tell him I can come next Thursday.
You don't understand. You must fly today as soon as possible.
What?
He's not kidding, Max. He's in a fix and he needs your help. If you don't go, he'll ruin you. You know he's capable of that.
So I have to drop everything just because Ostankovich has got himself a problem.
We both know you don't have a choice. Come back to Leon. We'll meet at the park and talk it through. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else you can do.
But I...
Hurry up and get the next plane. From the airport, go directly to the park. We'll meet there. See you later. glad you...
One reason. Give me one good reason why I should come running like a dog every time you or Ostenkovich calls.
Max, we both know the reason. You can't afford not to obey him.
I made one mistake. I've helped him many times. How long will this go on?
You didn't just make a mistake, Max. You made a huge mistake. You forged paintings worth millions of dollars and sold them to get-rich-quick fund managers. And you got caught. Trying to sell a forgery to the Hermitage. That's plain madness.
Look, I'm grateful to you for persuading Ostenkovich to keep me out of jail, but I think I've made up for it.
The case can be opened again any time, and he's capable of doing that. Until the file is officially closed, you have no choice. I promise that if you help him one more time, I'll do my best to get you off the hook. There's been some trouble at the Hermitage. He probably needs an expert.
Well, I don't have much choice anyway, do I? Damn it, all right then, I'll go.
Don't worry about your visa. You're traveling with special permission. Ostankovich has fixed it already. When it comes to manipulating the system, nobody matches my old commanding officer.
Now that's always good to know. Have fun here.
I'll be thinking about you. Take care.
Caught between the West and the East, pulled by the leash of past sins, who holds your fate in their hands, Max? There's a shadow rising above you. It's good that you don't see it. For now. Back in the city upon the Neva. Can you see it flowing into the distance? It will never return once it passes a place. Just like you, Max. Pulled by a dark current, ending beyond the horizon.
Hello. Please, have a seat. Colonel Ostenkovich has no time at the moment.
I believe he is already waiting for me.
So, you must be Mr. Durant, then. I hope you had a pleasant journey.
Not bad, but the one out of here will certainly be better.
I see. Well, the Colonel is expecting you.
I expected you sooner.
If I had a choice, I wouldn't be here at all.
You see that file on the table? It's your criminal record. And it says that refusing to help me could have rather dramatic consequences for you.
I've helped enough for you to close the case, haven't I?
Listen, Gerard, we all have nightmares. Yours is needing to help us. Mine is the reason for calling you. Help me get rid of mine, and I'll get rid of yours. Then we'll both be able to sleep soundly.
So that's it?
The file on the table is just a copy. Take it. If you help me, you can have the original, and I'll personally take care of the computer records.
Well, I don't really have a choice, do I?
Exactly. So now listen to me well. I won't waste time with threats. You already know what I can send you. This whole matter is top secret, so hold your tongue. Got that?
Sure.
Last night, the security system in the State Hermitage Museum stopped working for a time. Cameras, detectors, everything went blind. The external system worked, so we know nobody went in. You know how unlikely it is that everything on the inner circuit, including the backup sources, would fail? Next to impossible.
Well, if something's happened there, an insider must have done it. A guard. Someone who hid himself in there.
I'm certain that nobody took anything out. I was personally present during the preliminary investigation. Nothing's missing from the collection.
So possibly it's an exchange. Why keep it secret?
We can't go public with this. I am personally responsible for the collection. I chose the whole security system for the Hermitage. I chose the entire staff. Soon I am to receive an award for my service at the Hermitage. A medal, Gerard, from the President. But if it came to light that one of them tried to steal something in the museum...
I get that, but what do you want from me?
On the table, there is a permit to go into the Hermitage. I now have it guarded even from outside by a guy with the same temperament as a bulldog. Remember to be nice to him to get inside. Then phone me.
And what can I do there?
Leave that to me. Just get into the museum and call me back.
Alright, so first things first, let's go grab the file.
The only reason why I have to obey Ostankovich. Ostankovich, a ghost from my past. Thanks to the file he's got on me, I have to help out his department from time to time. Unofficially, of course.
Durand, wouldn't you like to go now?
Yeah, I would. Let's go grab the permit. Hopefully the game doesn't glitch out this time.
A pass to the Hermitage. I will certainly need that.
There we go. Let's go grab this lighter real quick.
Durand, wouldn't you like to go now?
Anyways, everybody, we're going to end it here, and next time on Memento Mori, we're heading to the museum to continue our thrilling investigation.